Can you live without living? What does it mean to feel alive? Welcome to Skyscape. When you are in your everyday life, do you feel alive? Or is it when you are doing something new or exciting? Most of the time we feel alive when we get a rush or excitement, whether you are supporting your team in the stadium or at home during a match, or when you are watching an exciting movie or show, or when you are in a roller coaster, when you are in a dance club, when you see something that is overwhelmingly beautiful, or even when you eat something that takes your breath away. It can be when you are racing with your car in a video game or any game where you find excitement in, whether it is thriller, horror, action, or racing. It can even be when you are building something that you enjoy, or when you're painting, or even listening to music. It can be when you are climbing a mountain or when you go diving in the ocean. But why is it with those examples of activities that we feel alive? Is it that we need constant excitement in our lives? Is it that we need to constantly do dangerous things or scary activities in our lives to feel alive? Fortunately not. With those activities you're forced out of your mind and forced to become fully connected to your senses. But what does it mean to fully become connected to your senses? It means, for example, if you go diving in the ocean, you are not thinking about past activities or future plans, because you are forced on holding your breath, keeping an eye out for any nearing sea animals, listening as far as you can, and focusing on surviving in that moment. Same goes for rock climbing or skydiving or being in a roller coaster, where you are fully aware of your surroundings through your senses of seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting and smelling. The same goes when you play a game, where you are so focused in the moment that all your concentration is fully in the present. We also remember feeling alive as a kid. But why was that? Because we played with all our full attention towards just playing with our friends or alone. You weren't thinking about things you had to do later, or what happened earlier today or yesterday. You are no slave to your mind at that moment, and we're just free. So we as humans feel alive when we are fully invested in the thing you are doing in the present right now, without labeling it or giving it any thoughts. Fortunately, we don't need to do dangerous activities to force ourselves out of our mind to be fully present. You can do this by saying to yourself, I wonder what my next thought is going to be, and just see what happens. Between your two thoughts, you are free from your mind, and at that moment, come back to the present and feel alive again. This is something we can practice every day, to be in the place between thoughts, where you just see, hear, smell, taste and feel, without naming or labeling it, and just fully experience it. We as humans in the modern world are slaves to our minds. It's something that never stops running. Our minds. It's always on. Always thinking, judging, labeling. But we can free ourselves from our mind, bit by bit, by making the space longer between our thoughts, to eventually be able to become the master of our own minds again, and be able to turn it off whenever we want to, and not be forced to have it on all the time. So to feel alive is to be in a place between thoughts, so you can fully experience the present without any inner distractions.